State of emergency declared in Los Angeles after fire engulfs Interstate 10. Residents advised to use public transit as hazardous materials crews cleared burned matter and engineers continue to examine damages. And there are several explosions happening right now. Finbold News shared the list of new meme coins exploding on Uniswap with the crypto ETF narrative. Hey everyone, it's me, Kevin247. So the Bitcoin ETF narrative isn't the only headliner making big waves in November that I'm seeing, and for this month, already almost halfway over and just days until Thanksgiving, the cryptocurrency market so far in November witnessed significant developments beyond the Bitcoin ETF narrative. Key among them was BlackRock's filing for an Ethereum spot ETF, a move that notably influenced Ethereum's market value. This announcement propelled Ethereum's price to surpass $2,000, elevating it well beyond the liquidation price of some prominent crypto investors. Interestingly enough, they managed to exit their positions just in time, avoiding potential losses. And in the wake of this Ethereum ETH surge and heightened investor interest, often referred to as FOMO or fear of missing out, a new Uniswap coin named ETH ETF token made its debut. This launch, seemingly carried out quietly or in a stealth manner, appeared to be a strategic move to leverage the growing enthusiasm of Ethereum, particularly following the news of BlackRock's ETF filing. And meanwhile, Business Insider, Markets Insider warns one of Wall Street's biggest bears says a huge crash is coming as markets are in the biggest credit bubble in history. So the bearish hedge fund manager and CIO of Universa Investments, Mark Spitznagel, has issued a stark warning about an impending huge crash in the financial markets. And he believes that the United States is in the midst of the largest credit bubble in history, a situation exacerbated by artificially low interest rates and excessive liquidity since the great financial crisis. Spitznagel warns that the bubble is bound to burst, leading to a situation where debts either need to be paid or will end in default. Tying to the growing uptick in Google Trends search volume for Give Back Car, and the concerns about a credit crisis are echoed by other market experts. Plus, the second largest U.S. financial institution, Bank of America, has identified approximately $1 trillion of private debt at risk of default due to rising borrowing costs. Similarly, Charles Schwab anticipates a surge in corporate defaults and bankruptcies, expecting a peak in early 2024. And I have been reading and seeing firsthand with my own eyes in certain situations about how the public debt scenario is also troubling, with the U.S. national debt exceeding $33 trillion and how, according to Goldman Sachs, the cost of servicing this debt is projected to reach record levels in just a few months. But despite the current economic growth in certain sectors, Spitznagel sees this as a Pyrrhic victory, highlighting the long-term consequences of monetary interventionism and federal debt, which he refers to as future generations' burden. He predicts that the bursting of the credit bubble will have a devastating impact on the entire market, potentially leading to very low interest rates in the next year or two, which would wreak havoc and stir up a severe reverse housing market crash. However, despite these dire predictions, Spitznagel advises continued long-term investments in stocks, and he cites the S&P 500's historical performance over hedge funds in a 20-year span, suggesting it as a viable investment option, even in the face of the anticipated market turbulence. I dropped a link in the description down below, and now you can get free stocks from Moomoo, so take advantage of the opportunities while they are available. And have you ever wondered why some people seem to always be stuck in the same place? I know I have, and so today I want to share with you some of the habits that often keep people from succeeding, or at least that I've seen. And no, this isn't about blaming, it's about understanding what holds us back. And whether you want to avoid these traps or trying to get out of them yourself, then you will find these tips helpful. So, in no particular order, here are some of the key habits that I've witnessed that often hinder personal and professional success. Resistance to change. Unsuccessful people often fear change, viewing it as a threat to their comfort zone. This fear outweighs the potential benefits of new experiences, leading to a reluctance to embrace personal growth and self-reflection. Procrastination. As they frequently procrastinate, delaying tasks and decisions, which leads to a buildup of unfinished work. Procrastination is often driven by a fear of failure or a quest for perfection, ultimately causing more stress and hindering progress. Next, lack of clear vision, and without a defined goal or direction, unsuccessful people struggle to make substantial progress in any area. This lack of vision results in diminished motivation and aimless drifting. The neglect of self-improvement, as they often undervalue the importance of learning new skills and personal growth. This mindset prevents them from adapting to changes and growing in a constantly evolving world. Avoidance of risk. Fear of taking risks keeps them confined to their comfort zones, missing opportunities for growth and innovation. They focus more on potential failures than on the benefit of risk-taking, blaming others for their failures, and instead of taking responsibility for their actions, unsuccessful people tend to blame others for their failures, and this habit prevents them from learning from their own mistakes and growing, while surrounding themselves with negativity, and they often immerse themselves in negative environments, which impacts their mindset and limits their potential, while focusing on problems and not solutions, as these people tend to dwell on challenges instead of seeking solutions, which traps them in a cycle of negativity and inaction. And the fear of criticism is always looming, as they view criticism as a personal attack rather than a tool for growth, avoiding situations where they might receive feedback, leading to the last one on the list being a lack of discipline, a lack of self-control and consistency, which hinders their ability to stick to commitments and achieve goals. Well, and ultimately, in conclusion, these self-defeating habits are often deeply ingrained and act as barriers to progress and change. Recognizing and addressing these habits is crucial for breaking free from stagnation and moving forward in life. And I can personally attest in so many ways and in my own personal life experiences, and the most closely relatable segue for me right now would be YouTube content creation, social media management, and how it affects how much YouTube pays me working online and working remote jobs as a freelance small business owner and entrepreneur. So, hey, everyone, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say I really do appreciate you, and that I also think you're going to be going really, really far by having these powerful tools and knowledge at your disposal. Please smash the like button and subscribe for more. And remember, this is Kevin 247.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow, all the fake fans go pop.